Hello everyone, welcome back to Analysistrends, and thanks for watching my previous video, which is Select Star from Analysistrends. Basically, that was the first video for any BA who want to start learning SQL. In this video, we are going to learn about how to use the count function and try to understand how many rows we have in a table, how many unique items we have in a column, and what is the count of overall, let's say, the sales or overall quantity shipped or overall customers and overall anything that you want to count for. Again, there are two things we can do here is you can count with the column name or you can count distinct, and we're going to look into how can we use in this particular SQL example. Now I'm on live SQL. I guess you already have been to this. So if you go to my session, the same as for you, and you'll be able to see your previous sessions. And when I click on view session, I'll able to see my latest or the earliest SQL statement which I have written. And when I click on run here, it'll redirect that to the SQL worksheet, and I'm able to see the same query which was actually being presented to you in the previous video. Now when I run this, what we have understand here is the select statement is the basic start statement, and the from statement is where you want to bring the data from, where select the number of columns you mentioned is an output or an output in this particular query, which is coming from the products table. Now using the same query, I'm just trying to understand here what exactly we have within the products table. So if I go to the schema and open the product table, this is what I will get here in the schema customer order, and this is my product table. So let's see what we have within this and try to use the count function in order to fetch what exactly we can bring out from that particular table. So I have product ID which can be unique for each of the products, and I have a product name which is again might be unique for each of the IDs, and the unit price is basically each item's unit price. Then you got product details, product image. So I'm interested to find out how many product IDs we have within the system. So to do that, what I can do is I can simply run this code, or I can do one thing here quickly is I can remove all the columns here, and I would do a simple count function where I can type in count, oops, sorry, count of that particular product ID column, and then I'll just run the code. So this will give me the count of product IDs. I have 46. Now I want to make sure that these are all distinct count and there is no duplication. So just I'll type distinct count. So count distinct of product IDs from the product tables. And it's still the same. So no matter whatever we have here, we got equal amount of the count here. Now, is it same for the product name as well? That is what we're gonna check. So I'll just type in product name. So I'll take the column name so that I don't mess with the names there. So I'll copy this code and I'll paste it here. And what I can do here is I can do the same thing here as count of distinct product name. And when I run the code, I should be able to see both should be 46, which is same. What do we expect that each product ID has individual product name. Now, what if there is something that we want to count that is very different, or we can do a sum of unit price. Now, if I do want to do a sum of all the products unit price, then I'll able to know what is my actual inventory value for each item. If it is each item, then how much my inventory value is there within my particular product table. So when I run this code for all 46 item, the unit price when I sum up all them, it's 1204 inventory value, right? So 1204.89 is my value. And now I want to find out only products which are having unit price greater than 10. Then how many products do I have? So there you can use a where condition, and I'm giving a condition here that if the unit price from that particular table, so let me just put it to unit price here, from that particular table, which is per product, must be greater than 10. So the unit price must be greater than 10. Now to understand that, let me do a one quick query in the new tab. And when I run this code, I should be able to see the unit price for each of the item. Now there are possibility that you might have data which is less than 10 and greater than 10, but most of the value is greater than 10. So let us do one thing is do a value here which is less than 10. Now when I run the code, you should be able to see that I will only get items which are having the unit price which is less than 10. Now to bring those items out, what I can do simply is I can remove this count, and I'll also remove the sum because I don't want to summarize anything, and I also don't want to count any distinct IDs, but I got a condition which is a product ID whose product name and unit price is less than 10. So when I run the code, I'll get those four items whose unit price is less than 10 or just more than 10. Then you'll have more than 10 value. Now, if you want to bring the count again, is you can do the same thing, do a same iteration, just change the code from less than to greater than, and there you go. You are good with bringing the value. So out of 46, 42 are having the unit price more than 10, and 42 are having unit price greater than 10. So that's all in this video. I hope you liked it, and please subscribe, share, subscribe, and follow for the next SQL videos. We're gonna look into more like more functions of SQL and how can BA use this to enhance up or upskills in his day-to-day job. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay connected. Goodbye. Thanks.